Good morning, dear students. Welcome to next lecture of discrete mathematics, and today's topic is logical connectives. So in last lecture or in last video we have seen that what is propositional logic, and also we have seen what is proposition. So let's quickly recap what is proposition and what is propositional logic. So what is proposition? Proposition, it is also called a statement. It is a declarative sentence that is either true or false, but not both at the same time. This is what we have seen. Okay. Then what is propositional logic? It is the branch of mathematics that tells us how this statement or multiple statements or propositions are connected together. What is propositional logic? It is the branch of mathematics that deals with the study of the way by which various statements or propositions are connected together. Okay, so this is what we have seen in last lecture or last video. Now we'll see how these statements are connected. So the statements are connected by using a term called logical connectives. What are logical connectives then? These are the kind of operators that connects two or more propositions. That is nothing but the definition of logical connectives is. And in this lecture or in this video, we are going to see what logical connectives we have. Okay, so let's see the types of logical connectives. So the various types of logical connectives are, there are 9 types actually. The first one is not, then next one is or, the next is and, the next is XOR, the next is NOR, then NAND, XNOR, conditional, or they are also called as implication, or they are also called as if then kind of statements. Then another is biconditional, this is last one, or double implication. Okay, so this is about your what logical connectives. So we'll see them one by one. Okay, so let's proceed towards. So very first logical connective that we have to see is what? Not. Okay, so the very first logical connective is what? Not. So not, this is denoted by this sign or this sign. These are the notations for denoting not. Okay, so what is its truth table? So if there's statement called P, okay, so if there is only one statement, then the number of possibilities or the number of possible truth values of that statement is what? 2 raised to the power 1, that is 2. If there are two statements, then the number of possibilities are 2 raised to the power 2, that is 4. If there are three statements like P, Q and R, then the number of possibilities are 2 raised to the power 3, that is 8. Okay, so here not, this is unary connective. It means it can connect only a unary operand or single statement. So this is also called as inverter. Not is also called as what? Inverter. It acts as inverter. What it does, it just inverts the input. Okay, so it means that the statement is P. Okay, and the two possible values of P are what? It can be either true or it can be either false. Okay, so what will be negation of P then? Negation of P will be, if it is T, then it becomes F. Of course, it is negating that, and then if it is F, then that is what? T. So that is what the simple truth table for logical connective not. But it, so this is about your what? Not. Then the next logical connective is or. Okay, so let's see or, table for or. This is also called as, or is also called as disjunction. What is the name given to this? Or is also called as disjunction. In mathematical logic, or is called as disjunction. Okay, and next is its notation. How it is denoted? By the sign B. B is the sign that is used to denote or. Okay, so if there are two statements P and Q, then their or operation or their disjunction is denoted by P or Q, like this. So this is what the notation for denoting P or Q. Okay, now next one is its truth table. So truth table for or can be drawn like so. Or name itself suggests, it means it should have what? minimum two operands. Okay, so if we have two statements like P and Q, then the number of possible truth values of P and Q are what? How many statements are there? Two. So it means 2 raised to the power 2, that is 4. Okay, so 4 truth values are possible. So 4 combinations are like what? P true, Q true, then P true, Q false, then P false, Q true, and finally P false, Q. That is TTFF, then TF. How to write these columns? So if there are two statements, then 2 times T, 2 times F for the first column T, and then for second column Q, 1 time T, 1 time F, 1 time T, 1 time. Okay, then our main part, that is its OR operation. How to denote OR of P and Q? P or this sign is not. Okay, so what will be the value of P or Q? If both the statements are true, then P or Q is true. If P is true and F is true, false, then it is again. Then in this case also it is true, and in this case it is only. So what we can conclude from this, the OR operation is false only when both the statements or all the statements are false. Or in other words, we can say like, if at least one of the statement is true, then the result of OR is true. See, here both the statements are true, that's why it is true. Here one of the statement is true, true. One of the statement is true, true. Both the statements are false. None of the statement is true, that's why it is false. So OR operation is false only when the main part is there. The OR operation is false only when all the statements are false. If at least one of the statement is true, then the result of OR is true. Okay, so this is about your what? OR operation. Okay, now next operation is your what? AND. Third kind of logical connective is here AND. In mathematical logic, AND is also called as conjunction. And is called as what? Conjunction. This is what the term that is used to denote. And its notation is inverted V. This kind of symbol is used to denote AND. Okay. For two statements P and Q, the conjunction is denoted by P and Q. This line is used for AND. Okay. Now let us say its truth table. Okay. So again, as there are two statements, so there will be how many possibilities? 4 possibilities. So these are the 4 possibilities. And finally, truth table of P and Q. See, P and Q will be like, for both this is true, for all of them. Now let us see how we can conclude or what we can conclude from this. Okay, so from this we can conclude that if at least one of the statement is false, then the result of AND is false. What? If at least one of the statement is false, then the result of AND is false. So even if you have a single F in your, that is for multiple statements, if one of the statement is false, then the result of AND is false. That is what we can say from this. Okay, so the truth value of one of the statement is false, then the result is this. So this is true only when both the statements are true. Otherwise it is false. It means all the statements are true, then only it is true, otherwise it is. This is exactly opposite as that of your OR. In OR or in disjunction, what was the case? The disjunction is false when all the statements are false. Whereas conjunction is true whenever all the statements are true. Otherwise it is false. Got it? So this is about your what? AND operation. Okay. Now the next operation or next logical connective is here XOR. This is also called as exclusive OR. Exclusive Okay, so let us see. Again, it is denoted by this sign, encircled plus. Encircled plus sign is used to denote here XOR operation. Okay, so for two statements P and Q, P XOR Q can be denoted like this. Okay, now again states true. See, P XOR Q, PT and F, P, P. Carefully observe this. See, both statements, if they are same, then the resulting value is false. In case of XOR, for two operands, if both the operands are same, that is either TT or FF, it means if both the statements are having same truth value, then in that case, your XOR operation is false, otherwise it is true. See, one true, one false, that's why it is true. One false, one true, that's why it is okay, otherwise it is. So P XOR Q is false when both the values are same. P XOR Q is false whenever both the values are same. Otherwise it is. Got it? So this is about your what? XOR. Got it? Very simple topic. All you need to do is to remember this. Okay. Now next three operations are negations of this three. Okay, so negation of this OR is nothing but your NOR. Then negation of AND is nothing but NAND, and negation of XOR is nothing but X. Okay, so let us see that. Okay, so see them one by one. So first one is nothing but NOR. NOR is as good as here not plus OR. Alright. So what we can see here, NOR means not plus OR. It means you first find the truth table of OR and then just negate it and apply NOT operation on that. Okay. Then how to denote NOT? Sorry, how to denote NOR? So NOR is denoted by this sign. That is downward arrow. Downward arrow is used to denote NOR. Okay. For example, if you have something like P NOR Q, okay, then is denoted like. Okay, now let's see its truth table. So as I said, how to find truth table of NOR? Truth table of NOR can be obtained by negating the truth table of OR. So let's first find the truth table of OR. PQ is there like PTFF and PFTF. Okay, so the P NOR Q will be like what? We first have to obtain OR. So let's first find OR. So what will be P or Q? It is T, 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 F. Okay. And the negation is nothing but what? P not Q. P not Q will be the negation of this. That is T, F, T, F, T, F, F, T, F. This is how we can obtain truth table of NOR. Okay, so how or what we can conclude from this? We can conclude like if both the statements are false, then only their NOR is true. Otherwise, their NOR is false. Got it? If both the statements are false, in that case only it is true. Otherwise, it is false. That's it. This is about your what? NOR. Or